Welcome back to Peppy Kitchen viewers. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely Kerala style fish curry. So for this I've taken the traditional clay pot which we usually make for our fish gravies. So onto this pan I've taken about 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. So preferably you can use coconut oil if you really want to get the authentic flavor of Kerala fish curry. So once the oil is nicely heated up, first we are going to be adding about 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, and once the mustard seeds start to splutter, let's add about 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds. And once they also start to splutter out, add in about 2 dried red chilies, cut it into half. Then let me add some fresh curry leaves. So once they are done, I'm going to be adding about 1.5 teaspoon of ginger, nice thin sliced. Just have to take a note that the density of the ginger is nice thin. And then once the ginger goes in, I'm going to be adding about 2 to 2.5 tablespoon of garlic, sliced very thin, so that you can fry them up very nicely. So now let's saute this till the raw smell goes off from the ginger and garlic. So once this is done, now it's time for us to add our next ingredient, which is going to be the shallots. So here I've taken about a half cup of shallots, which is roughly around 15 to 20 numbers. That also I have nicely sliced thin, and we need to saute them and fry them till they turn into light brown in color. You don't have to cook them till they are nice golden brown in color. So let's nicely saute them. So once this gets almost done, just add the salt too, according to your taste. So once they start cooking side by side, I'm taking a bowl, and into the bowl I'm going to be adding about 1/2 tablespoon of turmeric powder, and then next I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of red chili powder. So remember the spice level at your house for your family members. Then I'm going to be adding about 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, and then goes in our coriander powder, which is about 1.5 tablespoon, and finally I'm going to be adding salt as per your taste. So let's add in a little bit of water, about 2 to 3 tablespoons roughly of water. Let's make it into a nice paste. It should not be too runny. You can see this, so the paste is almost done. So this is for our gravy part. Now next, side by side, I'm going to be taking about 3 to 4 pieces of kokum, or the kodambuli that you usually call it in Malayalam. This you need to soak it up in a bowl of water for about 10 to 15 minutes, and this has got such great nutritional value. You can eat it just like that, or you can add it for your fish gravy. So let's keep this aside once they are soaked up. So you can see the shallots have almost turned translucent, and the color has started to change into nice light brown in color. So at this stage, let's start adding in our masala paste into the shallots. Now let's give it a nice mix. See that the shallots are nicely coated, and we need to cook this till the oil starts to separate. So you can see how the oil has started to separate from the onions. So almost our paste is getting ready. The gravy we need to prepare. At this time we're going to be adding the required amount of water and the kokum. So first let's add the kokum that I've soaked, about 3 to 4 pieces. So you need to once again look into the tangy taste that you require. You don't need much tangy taste. You can just take 2 to 3 pieces. If you like the tangy taste a lot, you can add 1 more piece of the kokum. So now let's add the required amount of water that is required for our fish gravy, and also note that you need to put the pieces of fish so that they nicely soak or dip nicely into the gravy. So I've added about 2 to 3 cups of water roughly here, and check your salt too. So remember, already in your masala paste you have added the salt. So required amount of salt has to be added at this stage. Do not add too much of salt. So let's allow it to nicely boil. The gravy is boiling hot, and now it's time to add our main ingredient, which is the fish. So here I've taken the kingfish, which I've sliced into 2 halves. I've taken roughly about 7 to 8 pieces of fish. So let's drop them into our gravy and nicely dip it deep inside the gravy. So now for some time you are not going to be using your spatula to keep turning it around. Once you make sure fish pieces have nicely coated up, we need to cover them up and cook it. So we are not going to be using our spatula anymore. So now let's cover it up and cook the fish for about 5 to 8 minutes on a medium flame. So you can see the gravy is nicely started to boil, and the fish pieces are again nicely boiling up. So at this stage, let's not use the spatula to keep turning around the fish pieces. Just take a cloth, and as I'm swirling it up here, you need to swirl in the gravy along with the fish slices so that the fish pieces don't break in. So once this is done, put on the high flame for about 5 minutes, and then our fish gravy is almost going to be ready. So just once last time, let me swirl it up again. Yes, my fish gravy is almost going to be ready. If you want to make sure of your salt taste, at this stage you can check it out. So you can see I'm not touching my pieces, making it very careful. Yes, my gravy is done. So final dash of it, let me garnish it with some fresh curry leaves, and then we are done with our Kerala style fish curry. So I'm going to be transferring it into a bowl, and here I'm serving it with nice hot steamed rice. That is also the Kerala rice, the brown rice preferably, which is also very healthy, and this just serves very well with this lovely spicy fish gravy. So give it a try, guys. Hope all of you like it. If you like it, give it a like, share and subscribe to Peppy Kitchen.